So MSNBC is claiming to have the strategy to attack Republicans on the pro-life position. They put out a video called How to Attack a Republican on Abortion. So I figured that I, as a pro-life Catholic who mostly identifies with the Republican Party, would respond to this and review this and give an honest response. If they refuted us, they refuted us, okay? I'll give you guys a good argument if you got one.
I was here in Michigan and I voted yes on Proposition 3. You were in Florida. You voted in Florida. You weren't here. For some people, this issue is a talking point. He's put his finger in the wind and he says, now I can't win if I don't, look good on this issue. And so he's changed 30 years of being unilaterally pro-life, of never breaking once with his party on this issue. It's not a talking point to women. It is our lives. It's whether we bleed to death in a parking lot.
All right, so we are immediately getting the emotional pro-choice rhetoric of essentially give us abortion, quote, rights, or bad things are going to happen. Their new favorite thing is that they like to claim that without abortion rights, federal abortion rights, they are going to have women bleeding to death in the parking lots. Now, I don't believe this, and I'm going to need to see some proof to back this up, but notice that none of this gets to the core of the pro-life versus pro-quote choice debate, which is the ethics of abortion and the philosophy of personhood and when that begins, etc., etc. We've been through this before, okay? And you guys are not getting to those issues at all. You guys are just using emotional rhetoric.
It's who and when gets to decide how we have a family. Do not trust him. He voted and sponsored bills that would make it impossible to have IVF and contraception. If he does not trust us to protect our own rights, do not trust him.
So you're not going to win somebody like me or anybody who is a faithful Catholic and is also pro-life with that kind of argument, because guess what? If you were not aware, our church, the Catholic Church, condemns IVF, contraceptives, and abortion. We condemn all three. We don't support any of them. So this isn't new to us. This is not how to attack us on abortion rights. You haven't made a single argument throughout this supposed way of attacking the Republican position at all. Not one.
I mean, first of all, damn. Second of all, the look on its face tells you how effective this is. Why? Because she points out that it's a very politicized flip on an issue that is not about politics.
So I don't know why the person in the video appears to be affected by this level of argumentation, because it's not argumentation at all. Let's just recap real quick. She did emotional rhetoric. She said the classic pro-choice trope of bad things will happen if we don't have this, which is not an argument and is not substantiated by anything, especially not in this video. And then she diverted to IVF, contraceptives, and things like that, granting those to herself as if those are things that are good and that need to be protected, as if everyone agrees with those things. We Catholics don't agree with any of these things, and we're going to condemn all of them. So this isn't new to us. This is nothing we've never heard before. I don't understand why the person looks to be affected. I guess the context of this seems to be somebody flipped on their position. So somebody went from pro-life to more supportive of abortionist talking points, but I don't understand why somebody would do that. If someone did that, I will agree that if the person did that, they should not be trusted. That's a little bit cowardly. That's a little bit slimy. You shouldn't be trusted by either side. But hey, I don't know the full context. I'm not here to judge on matters that I don't know. I'm just here to respond to this very bad rebuttal. This isn't a rebuttal at all, because just keep in mind that they didn't touch the core issues. If I want you to take away anything from this rebuttal to the rebuttal, is that they didn't touch the core issues. And when somebody's in a discussion like this, they need to be able to touch the core issues engage with them in some way, and if they cannot do that, then what they're saying isn't worth even engaging with. But that was MSNBC, did not succeed in attacking the pro-life position, did not shake anybody who holds this position at all, and I don't know why they waste their time putting out these kinds of videos.